I'm failing college and have been lying to everyone in my life about attending it. Hey everyone, I just need to get something off of my chest. I graduated from high school in 2020 and attended a college that I was not super excited to go to in the middle of COVID. Needless to say, the pairing of already not being super stoked to be a student at this college along with being in a weird mental state because of the state of the world at the time made motivation extremely hard to come by. In my first year I was academically disqualified from that school. I was put on a program called Open University, which would have given me the opportunity to continue attending school there if I had gone through with it. However, I did little to no research on what that actually meant, and just took it as I was kicked out of the school. I kept this information from my parents and my friends and just told them that I was not going to be attending that school anymore because I was not able to find housing for the following year. So the next year I started attending a local community college. And again, needless to say, the combination of attending a school that I was even less stoked to be going to paired with being in the worst year for my mental state in my life made finding motivation hard. I barely signed up for any classes because I did not put any research into what I needed to take, and even then I ended up failing most of them. However, I couldn't let my friends know that I felt like a complete failure, and that summer 2021, I lied to all of my friends and told them that I was going to be transferring to a state university with a good reputation in the fall, and that I would be living with one of my old friends who attended the school. When I obviously would not be attending the school with said reputation, I just told my friends that the housing situation with my old friend didn't work out and I would have to be commuting to school, another lie. Similar story for the 21 to 22 school year, no research, terrible mental state, only a few classes, and still failed most of them. All while telling my friends that I had good grades and was doing great in life because my ego would not let me admit that I was a fraud and a failure. And since I was still not attending this state school I told everyone that I was at, I had to come up with another lie as to why I was still at home. All I could come up with was that I was going to be living with another friend. Which did not work out come fall 23 either. Creative, I know. Come the 22 to 23 school year, same situation, no research, terrible mental state, only a few classes, still failed most of them. However, I also began to date this girl that I knew from high school. This girl was a friend of mine that I kept in contact with since we graduated high school, so she was aware of the, we'll call it unlucky situations that I was in regarding college housing. I knew that in order to have a healthy relationship I would need to confess all of my lies about my situation to her, come clean about my lies and tell her that I was a fraud. However, I was scared that she would view me as a failure. And, being my first real relationship, that scared me. So I did not tell her, and instead doubled down the lie like I did to all of my close friends and people that care about me. Come summer 23, I needed yet another lie to explain why I was not going to be attending the state school that I told all of my friends that I was in, so I told everyone that I was taking a gap year to pursue an internship that is associated with my major and desired career path. I knew that this was wrong, but for some reason qualified the lie by telling myself that I would get into the I already told my friends I was attending come fall 24, so everything would work out okay. Well, here I am, heading into spring 24, college apps sent in a couple of months ago, fall 23, with a 1.21 cumulative GPA, no chance of getting into any of the 6 schools that I applied to come fall 24, and still laying on a bed of lies that my friends and girlfriend believe, because why wouldn't they? On top of this, I had been lying to my parents, saying that my grades were good these past couple of years. How could I tell them that I was basically flushing their money down the drain these past couple of years? I have no chance of transferring to a school next year. I will be on my 4th year of a 2-year college, I really do not know what to do. I've thought about coming clean to my friends and girlfriend. I just can't bring myself to do it. These people mean a lot to me and I feel like coming clean to everyone would only end with me being alone. That everyone would leave me. And why wouldn't they? They would have no reason to trust me. I have been lying to them for over 3 years now. I'm too scared to tell them what a failure I truly am. Especially my girlfriend who I really love. I've thought about coming clean to my parents about the fact that I have been wasting their hard-earned money. I do not know what to do. I know the answer is obvious and I just need to shape up and figure my shit out. And I have started taking those steps into being the person that I have lied about being all of these years. But I don't know how to approach this to my friends or family. Do I quadruple down on the lie? I seriously cannot imagine a situation where I come completely clean about this and still keep my friends and relationship intact. Subscribe.